So you've got this brilliant idea for a brand, right? But you're kind of stuck on how to make it look and feel real. Well, today, we're going to take a look at Supdesign.Studio, a creative agency that might just be exactly what you're looking for. Let's get into it.
And boom, right away you get a feel for their vibe. This isn't some huge, faceless corporation. We're looking at a freelance graphic design agency coming straight out of Jakarta, Indonesia, and they're all about turning those big ideas into designs you can actually see and touch.
All right, so who's actually running the show here? To really get what they do, you first got to meet the people behind the pixels.
At its core, the studio was started by a seasoned creative pro. And that's huge because it means every single project is built on a foundation of real-world industry knowledge and just a pure love for amazing design.
7. Let that sink in. We're talking 7 years deep in the graphic design game. That's a whole lot of time spent sharpening skills, learning what works, and delivering for clients. That's the kind of experience that builds real trust.
Okay, so what does 7 years of experience actually get you? Let's pop open the designer's toolkit and see what they can cook up for your brand.
They really cover all the bases. I mean, they can build your entire brand identity from scratch, whip up some beautiful brochures, get your professional business cards, make your Instagram feed look incredible, and even design some cool custom stickers. It's the whole package.
And that's really the key here, isn't it? It's not just about getting one logo or one flyer. It's about building a complete, cohesive world for your brand so that it stands out and feels powerful from top to bottom.
But what's the driving force behind it all? Because great design is always about more than just looking pretty. Let's take a look at their mission, their why.
You know, what really jumps out at me here are the words communication and trusted. They're not just trying to be another design agency. They want to be your partner. That tells me the relationship they build with you is every bit as important as the pixels they push.
Look, a great mission is one thing, but the proof is in the pudding, right? So let's see what kind of real-world results they've gotten for their clients.
Okay, so first up, they worked with a client called Mi Django, which you might know now as Mimu May.
And they took on their entire branding. They basically helped shape the company's whole identity from the ground up.
Then, in a totally different arena, they worked with Yika. That's the Young Indonesian Korean Entrepreneurs Association.
And for them, the mission was to create a super polished and effective product catalog.
And to prove they can handle just about anything, they also partnered with a florist, Odette and Flor.
Designing their logo and social media branding. And for a business like a florist, that visual first impression is literally everything. It just goes to show how versatile they are.
So the client list is impressive, for sure. But what was it actually like to work with them? Let's hear it straight from the source.
Betania Wijaya, who owns Supplier Shoes 17, says this: Supdesign.Studio helped my business grow faster and soar. We are satisfied with the design results. I mean, grow faster and soar? That's not just a nice design. That's a direct impact on the bottom line.
And then you've got Laude Shawaludin, the CEO of Connext Maxima, who said, I am satisfied the work is fast, the designer is kind and allows revisions without being petty. This really gets to the heart of their process. They're fast, they're flexible, and they have that client-first attitude we saw in their mission statement.
So if you're listening to this and thinking, yeah, that's what I need, then here's how you can get started on your own design journey.
It's super straightforward. You can just shoot them an email at supdesign.studio@gmail.com, or hey, pick up the phone and give them a call. If you're ready to take your brand to the next level, this is where it starts.
At the end of the day, a truly great brand doesn't just happen by accident. It's designed with purpose and with passion. And that really just leaves one last question for you to answer. Is it time to bring your brand story to life?